Now that there's 3 litter boxes.
Dear God.
Yeah, and the little cat likes to jump in the box and roll around in the shit and fling it everywhere.
That's so gross.
Yeah, it's a fucking awful cat. It's one of the worst living things that I've ever encountered. Zero out of 10, not a fan, wouldn't recommend. I would take it to the vet tomorrow and pay for it myself to get it completely declawed if it wasn't so fucked up to do.
Yeah.
Because the way that I look at it is, even though it's a shitty fucking cat, it's not... It's still just a cat, so it's not really its fault that it's a fucking worthless retard. It's the person who brought it into this house.
Yeah. I'm not an animal person anyway. I hate pet hair. I hate the smell of animals. Like, if they so much as like hiss at me when I walk in the room, like that pisses me off.
Oh, that's my entire fucking life, bud.
I hate that shit.
Yeah.
Because I know it's because they're stupid as fuck, but like at the same time, it's like I just fucking walked in the room, chill out. Let's do this.
Yup. I don't know. I don't know much of anything.
Come on, let's kick some ass. Here I go.
I'm playing Last Remnant again, and god damn is some of this shit like ridiculously hard. And like every move is essentially like a gamble. Like, you don't know how much damage it's gonna do, or if it's gonna miss or hit or get a critical. There's like, you can redo a battle theoretically like 10 times and have 10 completely different like how everything goes down.
Yeah, like outcome.
Not really outcome, because it's really just going to be either you win or they win.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying now.
Yeah.
Different ways to go about it.
Yeah, but like everything, I mean, you could do a battle and have every single person die except one, and then reload your save and make it through without a single person dying.
Let's do this. Is it RNG or what?
Yeah, a lot of it. Because, I mean, you're in control of everything that you do, but I mean, what happens during it is pretty much up to chance. Have you played Near Reincarnation yet?
Strong at last.
Is that the phone one?
No.
Which one is Near Reincarnation?
The
That's a remake.
yeah,
I'm s-
yeah, the remake of the first Near.
Oh, no, I haven't. I've been wanting to.
Nick was showing me some stuff from it. It made me really want to play it. I think I might make it the next RPG that I play. I want to try and keep it to where I do like one RPG and then one like literally anything else,
Yeah.
kind of.
I'm almost done with Halo Infinite, but I'm kind of burnt out on it.
Yeah,
I don't want
like
to force myself through it because it is fun. It's insanely fun, but I am just kind of burnt out.
just are you trying to do everything?
Yeah, so it's an open world game. It's a lot of like that Far Cry, Assassin's Creed syndrome, where like you have a bunch of points on the map, and you have to go and clear them all off. And it's mainly just a bunch of checkboxes. You go, you grab the thing. Cool. It's checked off. You don't have to go there ever again. But it's a lot of it, and it's not like it's not like Witcher level or anything where I'm gonna take 200 hours to do it. But it also isn't Witcher level story either. Not to say the story's bad, but it's Halo. I mean, like, there's not side quests and stuff. There's the main quest, and then there's the checkbox stuff. I mean, it is kind of. It is pretty close to Far Cry.
A new mystic art.
Yeah, just the Far Cry, Assassin's Creed, like essentially like the New Age collectathon, where instead of you just walking over something, it's like doing other stuff.
Yeah, I mean, again, like I have fun with it. The gameplay, the second gameplay is amazing. Best Halo's ever been, in my opinion. The shooting is amazing. The sound design is insanely good. Like, God, I just love grabbing a sniper rifle and just shooting it. Like, the sound of the sniper just sounds so good. And the shotgun, like, and I usually, like, I care about that stuff, but, like, there's rarely been a game where I'm just like, man, this gun sounds...
Where you actually pay attention to it.
Yeah. Like, it's to the point where, like, if I'm listening to an audio log, I'll wait for it to be over before I shoot a gun.
Yeah, I do that in a lot of games, but mostly because it's hard to listen to the audio log if you don't.
It is, but in this one it mutes, it doesn't completely mute it, but it reduces all other sounds down to like 10% audio. See, be careful! You'll hear it, but it's not as impactful, you know? So
Yeah.
It's just the gun sounds so good that I don't want to miss it. You know what I mean?
Not bad.
And like the campaign and stuff's been fun, and the cutscenes are good and everything. Like no complaints there. It's mainly the level design that's getting stale.
Yeah.
Steady there.
So far the last two main missions I've had have been go here. Okay, now you have to go to the other three corners of this area
Art.
and
What a glorious
press
day.
a button. And
Is there
But
just
during
one map, or
release-
is there more?
It's just one map. It's a big one open map. But it's sectioned off so you can't like access certain areas. But it's all like the same generic Halo biome. So it's not like the ice biome. There's no foresty area. Well, I mean it's typical Halo like biome.
Come on.
Yeah.
In every other Halo game.
Okay, later.
It's you know the mission Halo from the first Halo game? The second mission, like
Yeah.
when you drop down on that Halo ring.
Yeah, so...
It's
Ye-
that, but an entire game.
Okay.
You.
Is it on a ring?
Yeah, it's literally on Zeta Halo.
Okay.
And it's an interesting story. It's kind of a mystery. I really like it. It's just the structure of the missions are kind of getting to me already. It's only been like 2 or 3 missions in a row, but like they've been in a row, and it's kind of annoying. It's like you go to the 3 corners, or the one that I'm on has 4 different ones, and you have to go and you blow this thing up in each corner, but you do the same thing 4 times in a row. And by the end of it, you're like, okay, like one of these missions is cool, but 2 or 3 different missions in a row where you do 4 things in a row in the mission is kind of annoying. Hang on, I'm gonna go grab a Dr. Pepper.
Alright.
Let's do this.
For being expensive ass headphones, I hate these. How uncomfortable they are.
Oh, really? I've never... Still never, really been able to find headphones that I think are actually comfortable.
I don't know. So I mean, in high school I used like Turtle Beaches, and I wouldn't exactly say those were comfortable. That was like $6.
Are you alright?
But I bought Astros pretty early on.
Yeah, you had those like most of the time that I knew you.
Yeah, I had those forever, and I loved those. Those were like super comfortable. I would say.
Yeah.
But I've worn these, and since they've been uncomfortable, I've gone back to my Turtle Beaches, or my Astros before,
Seems our opponents are strong. as I
and
hoped.
they're not as comfortable as I remember.
Oh, it's so
I
cute.
don't know if it was just like I thought they were comfortable because like I spent money on them, you know.
Yeah.
Like lying to myself.
You know what I think it is? I think, now that I'm thinking about it, square headphones are probably more comfortable than circular ones.
I think so too.
Cause weren't your Astros square?
Yeah.
That's what I thought, and I don't think I ever really remember yours, like those being like uncomfortable when I wore them. Yeah.
See, I loved them. I just wanted to bump in audio quality. I was really getting into that and my earmuffs got torn up. So I wanted to try something new. I did a lot of research on headphones though when I went to buy these, and a lot of the people said that these headphones are supposed to be really comfortable. So I don't know. I kind of think that I think I'm just thinking that like people, you know, like the typical like gaming headsets, like Astros and Turtle Beach or like Steel Series and all that.
Yeah, the ones you can get at GameStop.
Yeah, I think those are kind of like the AirPods of the like game of like the headphone business. I think like as in like they're supposed to be like super easy to use, portable, comfortable, but they might not be as sound efficient, but they're like basically there for comfort, kind of.
Yeah.
They fill a different niche.
Multi-purpose.
Yeah, and I feel like the audio community overlooks that a lot and just kind of shits on them for being bad for audio. And then the ones that are good at audio, for the most part, are shit quality headphones.
What's this?
Because they put like all their money into making it sound good.
Mhm.
So there's not much
Sweet,
money
yeah.
left there
Little by
to
little,
make it
I'm
comfortable.
becoming stronger.
Why is it so hard in technology to have like one thing that's like all encompassing of like all the needs without it being like 8 times the price?
I know.
And then
Do what?
also come with some other hidden thing that you weren't aware of. Like,
Right.
Okay.
like it fits all the criteria, and then you have like, and you spend like hundreds of dollars on it, and then it's a fucking defective model, and it just goes out within 6 months for no apparent reason.
Yeah. Literally my QLED TV.
I was gonna say, or it ships and it's got a fucking dead pixel.
Yeah, my monitor, like, yeah. I've had some problems with Samsung panels.
Yeah, you have.
I always try to get the most, like, maybe not jack of all trades, but like the most like efficient, I don't know how to even put it, like I try to get like the best model of whatever I'm buying that I can, you know, like for my use case.
Awesome. Okay, later.
But they're always just like something.
Mhm.
Always something. Like this monitor was supposed to basically be my end-game monitor, and I wouldn't have to buy another one for years and years and years. I'm already ready to get rid of it.
Yeah.
I'm just so tired of all the problems.
That one's more stuff that's just super specific to that exact monitor.
Yeah.
Okay, later.
And it is so hot in this room. I do not know why.
Come on out. Okay, later.
Yeah, it's definitely not as cool in here as I would like it to be.
Let's do this.
Have you ever played Sea of Thieves?
No.
I really wanna. I always look at it, and I watch the content on like YouTube or Twitch or whatever, and it looks fun, and then I go to play it,
Come on,
and I
let's kick
just
some egg.
don't understand it
How
at
you
all.
like that?
But like, I want to play it. 'Cause I have had fun on it. It's just so
I'll
weird.
crush you like a crush that black.
I mean, have you gotten anybody else to play it with you recently? Cause
Not recently, but at launch I played with Billy and Justin sometimes.
yeah, cause that's. I mean, it's not really my kind of game, but if it was one that I would play, I absolutely wouldn't play it by myself.
Yeah. I wanna try to get into it though. Maybe not like super deep or anything, but I do want to try it some more.
Oh, it's so cute.
Back when we played it, there wasn't even like the Kraken or the Megalodon or any of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Here I go. We have to grit our teeth here. Let's keep up this rhythm for the next
There's
battle.
still plenty of power left in these old bones.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to beat Infinite though, and then play Control.
Definitely would recommend that one.
I remember being super excited for that game when it was
Okay,
coming out. I
later.
just never played it.
I don't remember, but did you play Alan Wake?
No, I didn't.
I would recommend you play Alan Wake before you play Control.
Oh, should I?
Yeah, you should. You 100% should.
Are they like same universe or whatever?
Yeah.
Or well,
The
okay.
All right.
I mean, the DLC is literally entirely dedicated to Alan Wake, so yeah,
Oh,
so
well, I might
you
do
should
that
you
then.
should really do that. Yeah.
It just got remastered anyway, so.
Yeah, and the second one got announced a while back.
Yeah, I'm excited for the second one. It's supposed to be like an actual horror game, is what I heard.
Yeah.
Which I didn't play the first one, so I don't know if it actually was. People were making a big deal about it, like changing genres or something. So.
I don't know. It's definitely
It, it
it's like
it had like some horror elements in there, but it wasn't actually like a straight up horror game, kind of.
yeah, kinda. Um I don't know. It definitely scared the shit out of me and Langston whenever we were younger.
I'll check it out. I think then I didn't know that it led into that. So yeah,
I think you should. It's not very long. I remember there was more than one occasion where me and Langston beat it in one sitting.
I'm such like a I don't know how to put it. Like
Bitch.
yes, no, it like I have so many games I want to play, and then by the time like I don't know, like I want to replay games too though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So by the time I like replay a bunch of games, it's time for me to replay the first series again that I played. So I don't know. Kind of like the Mass Effect trilogy. Like I played all of those, right?
Yeah.
Back when you were living with me, and then I played a couple more series. But then by the time like I played like maybe I don't know, like we'll say like 10 games. I don't know, you know. It was time for like the Legendary Edition came out, and so it was time for me to replay that series. And that one I probably didn't have to replay right away at that point, but still, like...
Might as well, I guess.
Yeah, there's just so many games. Like, I just played God of War a few years ago, but, like, I kind of want to play that again since it's on PC.
Do they ever have an announce date for the second one?
No, it's supposed to come this year. But a lot of people think it's going to get delayed again into next year.
Yeah.
But as of right now, it's scheduled for Q4 this year, though.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, not at all what I was thinking. Um, I just accepted the side quest, which side quests are the things that have fucked me the most in this game. And it just said quest, it was like quest start, defeat the dragon. I'm like, the last time I fought a dragon in this game was for a different side quest that I just had to give up on because it fucking... It... fuck, what would... It swiped once and just killed everyone in my party.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. But these are like... I don't know what the fuck these things are, but they're definitely not dragons. They're like mutant abomination horses. With like scales and a tail.
I love the grappling hook in this game.
Don't underestimate your foes! What?
Oh shit.
Thanks.
I'm ready for co-op to come out.
On, Halo.
Yeah.
Stand your ground! Don't underestimate them!
Alright, I actually killed it. I really wasn't expecting to.
Keep up this rhythm.
Yeah.
Little by little, I'm becoming stronger.
I'm really excited for The Witcher 3 next gen patch too, because I've been wanting to replay that forever.
I still haven't played The Witcher 3. I need to.
Man, you need to.
I liked the second one. It's just... There's so much, and then the DLC adds so much more.
Yeah. It's so worth it. I'm kind of worried that it's going to be a little outdated by the time you play it, though.
I
don't
don't-
know, you probably wouldn't care,
No,
but...
I wouldn't. I think, like I said, I already know how it is. And I've played... I mean, I'm playing a game from fucking 2010 right now. And I've played plenty of other games that are older than The Witcher that I had never played before
Yeah.
and still liked.
I guess Witcher is really old at this point. It's like 7 years old. I don't really mean that like, it's so outdated that it, like the graphics are gonna be bad or something. Although that is kind of an issue, not really an issue because they're remastering it, but more like the gameplay stuff might be a little outdated. Like, the combat was already kind of mediocre for a lot of people. I love the combat, but a lot of people say the combat was really bad at the time, so it might be a little outdated even more 7 years later. And at the time, like, a lot of, like, the monsters and stuff looked really, like, cutting edge. I guess, and, like,
Let's kick some ass.
like, the storylines and stuff were, like, stuff that you don't really see in a lot of games. But at this point, like, a lot of the stuff's kind of been done, and, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, damn, do you want me to play it or don't you?
Well, no, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I'm worried that if you wait too long, it might be outdated.
Yeah.
Might be, I don't know if it would be, but
Steady there. Thanks.
Not bad.
Don't underestimate them.
so yeah, I've been wanting to replay The Witcher for a couple years now, but I knew they were coming out with this remaster, so I didn't want to bother. I say a couple years now. It's been probably a year.
I'll show you the strength of Aslan.
Stop slacking.
Piece of cake.
Sweet!
I feel stronger than before. Yes, I have received my heart's desire.
I didn't know this white guy in this game was Hispanic until I heard him talk. He's like the opposite of you. Cause he looks like fucking Prince Charming and he's like... Oh yes, finally. I have the thing I want.
Espanol taco.
Yeah.
I wish I could at least like roll my R's and like somewhat fake a Spanish accent, but I can't.
It's cause
Not
you
even close.
it's cause you never had your quinceañera.
Yeah, whatever that means.
You're a terrible Mexican.
You have no idea, dude.
Huh.
How do I one-shot headshot a fucking elite with a carbine? What?
Hacks.
Like, oops, I guess.
I forgot that I sent that picture to Cody. And he's just like, why? What's up? What's the problem?
That's funny.
Let's clean up these thieves.
Looks like we're up against quite the nasties.
Kinda starting to think there are too many collectibles in this game.
Do you think so?
I think there's too many collectibles for how big the game itself is. Because there's only like 10 main missions and there's no side quests. But there's so much like random check boxes that you can go tick. Which I like this kind of like gameplay. I actually really like going to the map markers and stuff. I know a lot of people don't, but I think it's fun.
Steady there.
He just survived 2 gravity hammers to the face. Oh shit. And a melee to the back. What the fuck?
Watch this. Not
Wrong.
I am warned by the thief already.
Still got it.
How can this be?
Did you ever play Andromeda?
No, I never got to.
I really want to try it. See if I like it for myself. Although I also don't want to be disappointed and like I don't want to like it and then realize that they're not gonna finish it, finish the trilogy that they were gonna do.
Yeah. Everything's going to shit.
I actually just so we've been rewatching a bunch of movies. So we're watching the entire MCU, and we just finished Endgame yesterday.
Yeah.
Not bad.
And I'm going back and watching a bunch of so like some of the movies I hadn't seen before, like Doctor Strange, Ant-Man 2, Captain Marvel.
What do you think?
I agree with everyone on Ant-Man 2. That was dog shit, boring as fuck. Doctor Strange, I mostly agree with people that it's one of the best MCU movies of all time, except for one scene that was super cringy and annoying. And I really didn't like it. It was so dorky. I don't know why. And then Captain Marvel, I kind of think it's underrated. It's not terrible. It's not the best either. But
Oh,
it's
yeah.
kinda cool. I still can't stand her as a human being. She's kind of a piece of shit. From what I
Yeah.
understand. But I thought she was kind of cool. She's a shit actress, and it should have been literally anybody else.
Yeah,
She just has
definitely.
a resting bitch face. And shows no emotion whatsoever, unless she's like explicitly told by the director too, I believe.
Do you ever watch Scott Pilgrim?
No, I have not.
Oh, never mind then.
Was she in it?
Yeah. Half the MCU was.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wait, yeah, yes I have. I say I haven't, but I have because I remember Veronica watched it with me when we like first started even talking. Wait. Okay, I'm be dumb. Is she the like main girl?
The blonde one.
Okay, hang on. What's her name?
I don't know.
Captain Marvel actress. Scott. Okay, different girl than I was thinking. I was thinking the other one. That's crazy though.
Oh, are you thinking Ramona?
I think so. I haven't seen it in like 4 years, and we like half paid attention to it. It was just kind of on.
Yeah.
Yeah, the main girl, I think. She has like blue hair.
Yeah. Well,
She dyes her hair a lot.
yeah, a bunch of different colors.
Yeah. Who's she played by?
I don't remember. She's been in a bunch of movies.
Mary Elizabeth Winstead? But anyway, yeah, that movie was a lot better than I thought, though. It was like a 6, I think, out of 10. I don't know if
Scott
you've seen
Pilgrim.
it.
Or,
No, not Scott Pilgrim. I barely remember that movie. But Captain Marvel was a lot better than I remember, or than I thought it would be. I didn't realize she literally got her powers from an Infinity Stone. I thought that was kind of cool. And once she actually like gets to use her powers, she like goes full on Super Saiyan. Like I think that's pretty cool. I think it's kind of obnoxious. I think it's kind of obnoxious that they made her a girl when Captain Marvel's always been a dude. I don't like SJW shit like that.
yeah.
It's very stupid.
Can't say I'm a fan either.
And I hate when people say like, "Oh, you're a fucking feminist," blah blah blah. Like, no, I wouldn't like Black Widow to be a guy either. That's weird. Or like any character, you know what I mean? Like, I want them to be their same gender and everything. Like,
Fuck.
I don't even care if it's a different race. As long as it's not like super crucial to the character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tis
Well,
just a whisper of a thing.
And yeah, so like L was kind of weird, him not being a skinny, pale, white kid. you know, in the Netflix show or Netflix movie.
Yeah, that's far from my biggest concern I have with that movie, though.
That's fair. Yeah, well, granted, I never watched it, but still, like,
The
number one.
the
thing that I
Netflix movie.
Yeah.
Consider yourself lucky.
Yeah, I know it's garbage.
Like, not even the fact that it's the worst adaptation I've ever seen for a movie, but also just one of the worst flat out movies that I've ever seen.
Fair. Yeah. I think it was one of the first Netflix anything, wasn't it?
No.
Isn't even worth my time.
Be more
Like-
careful from now on.
Not like the very first, but it was like year 2, wasn't it?
Ow.
Let's keep up this rhythm.
Year 2 of them, like, releasing their own stuff?
Yeah.
No.
Was it not? I thought it was. You're probably right, though. Anyway, other than the MCU though, we rewatched, because Veronica had never seen them, the Amazing Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
Uh,
Still solid.
100% still better than any of the dog shit Spider-Man stuff that are coming out nowadays. Besides the newest one. The newest one was cool. I'll go on that. But like 100%. I actually think The Amazing Spider-Man 1 is actually my favorite now, though. I hadn't seen the first one since like around the time it came out.
Yeah.
100% though, still my favorite 2 Spider-Man movies. But I think I like the first one more than the second one.
What was better about the first one?
I just liked the, I know it's like typical Spider-Man origin story, but I liked their version of it. I liked his mannerisms and stuff. He has the same mannerisms as the second one, I guess, but I also like the Lizard more as a villain
Just keep going.
than Electro.
Yeah.
I like Electro as a villain too. I know a lot of people don't, but I think he's a good enough villain. Looking back, I also don't really like their version of the Green Goblin. I used to overlook it, but I don't mind it as much. He does look weird though. I see what they were trying to go for, I just don't like him. I like him as Harry though.
Yeah, that's fair.
Don't lose composure, man.
Like, I understand what they were going for. I think they were trying to do like an Ultimate Spider-Man version of Green Goblin, but they didn't want to go all the way, I think. I could be wrong about this, but I don't think they wanted to go all the way with it because people are used to the Tobey Maguire movies, and you know, mainstream audiences don't know shit about like actual comic book stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So I think they would have been weirded out by
Let's finish this.
Green Goblin being like an actual like beast instead of a guy in a suit with a glider.
I don't really remember too terribly much about those movies to really say, I think.
I just love the way he acts as Spider-Man, the way he acts as Peter Parker, him and Gwen's relationship. Like, I love everything about that. His like quips, like the way he like jokes and shit, his one-liners and stuff are like perfect. The scenes where he's just like going around helping the city is like cool as fuck. Like, it actually like makes you feel like he cares about the city and stuff. The MCU Spider-Man is the most lazily written Spider-Man I've seen in film, I feel like, or anywhere. Like, kind of boring, I feel like.
All right, back in action.
Oh, when are we gonna get another Spider-Man game?
I know. I'm so excited for the second one. Technically third one, I guess. But Spider-Man 2, I think is what they're calling it. Another. Well, I lost it. Never mind. Oh, that's what it was. So I feel like Tom Holland doesn't.
Sweet.
So everyone acts like Tom Holland acts like a normal high school kid. He's like the most realistic one out of all of them. I completely disagree. I feel like he acts like a Fortnite middle schooler, and Andrew Garfield acts like a normal high schooler. Like, he acts like a typical skater, like loser, doesn't talk much, like goes into the classroom and immediately goes to sleep. Like,
Yeah.
I feel stronger than before.
This is just the beginning.
May
What
the
a
God in heaven
glorious
bless you all.
day.
I still think the worst piece of like Spider-Man media is
Let's do this.
the first solo movie that he has.
Hit 'em all.
Homecoming, or Tobey Maguire's first one with the Green Goblin. Because Homecoming is the one with the vulture.
No, the Homecoming.
Yeah, I agree, I think.
Not even if they hadn't fucked it up with their awful marketing, I still don't feel like I would have liked it probably.
Yeah, it wasn't that great. I do kind of like the boat scene, even though it was literally just a rehash of the train scene from Spider-Man 2 with Doc Ock.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way. Crush
I
that
just
flag.
don't like how he's like
They just keep coming.
kind of made from Iron Man instead of like being his own thing, like self-made. I thought it was really cool how in the Amazing Spider-Man 1 it was like mostly shit that a high schooler could get his hands on, you know?
Yeah.
Let's keep up this
Little
rhythm
by
for the
little,
next battle.
I'm becoming stronger.
Also, the fact that they didn't make it to where he shoots webs out of his hands.
Yeah, I agree though. I don't like Homecoming. We're about to, since the next movie after Endgame is the one with Mysterio, the second Spider-Man movie. We're rewatching that, and if I remember correctly, I liked that movie.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that like Tom Holland. Not Tom Holland himself, but just like the way they make him act in the movie still kind of ruins it for me a little bit. But the movie itself is okay, I guess. Like the Mysterio and then like the action scenes and stuff are cool. But
Okay, later.
the story behind it, I just don't like how they have Spider-Man act in the MCU. And their like overall like arc, you know, like movie to movie arc. I don't like.
Like a stupid dumb little child.
Well, that and also I just don't like how, like what I was saying earlier, I don't like how he isn't self-made. It's all like Iron Man doing everything.
It's Tony Stark, Spider-Man.
Yeah, I hate that about it.
100% agree. Which, you know, if if they didn't have the MCU, there's like pretty much no chance that they would have done that.
Let's clean up these thieves. I crush you.
I feel like they should have just put Andrew Garfield in the MCU, to be honest. They already had his origin story set there, like, and everything. They had 2 movies, like, built up for him. They literally just could have threw him in Civil War, and we would have been fine.
Well done. It was a meaningless battle.
The more I watch those movies, I just think Civil War is just kind of lazy and dumb.
Yeah.
Come on out!
Well, they said at least once that as soon as they heard that there was gonna be a Batman v Superman movie, that they had to have their own like superhero versus movie so they wouldn't be left out.
So dumb. Like, so Civil War in the comics is like really fucking cool. Spider-Man's a huge part of it. He fucking,
Yeah.
like, he dies. Like, Cap dies too, if I remember correctly. And I'm glad Cap didn't die, because I think the send-off for him in Endgame was a lot cooler. Same thing with Iron Man's. But I don't know. Civil War, I feel like, was just like rushed and lazy. They didn't like.
Let's do this.
MCU's usually really good about like building their like stuff up, like movie by movie. That one just felt so rushed though. Like, I feel like you should have gotten the Guardians in it. Doctor Strange could have been in it. Hulk and Thor weren't even in it, and they're like the two of the main Avengers. Like, come on now.
Come on, let's kick some ass.
There's like all the side characters fighting besides
How you like that?
Cap and Iron Man. Ant-Man had no reason to be there. Spider-Man had no reason to be there.
Ant-Man didn't even know why he was there.
Exactly.
Do you require a
And Civil War was his reveal, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they just had a scene where where Tony kind of shows up at his house, and it's like, "Hey, we need help. You want to help?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, Mr. Stark, of course, Mr. Stark, yeah." At that point, he's still running around in pajamas.
piece of cake?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I'm becoming stronger.
Those pajamas are the only thing that he made by himself.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Like, there's no build up, and I know at that time people were talking a lot about like
The winner's the one
origin
who
story
strikes
fatigue
first,
and
yeah?
shit, but like that was so rushed, like so blatantly rushed. And it's such a big movie too. Like, it's one of the most important stories. Like, they talk about it in the MCU for like the next 7 movies. You know,
Yeah.
it's almost like an Avengers 2.5.
Let's clean up these. Be careful. I'll crush you.
Also, I realized that Endgame, I really like it, but man, is it hard to rewatch.
Isn't it the longest one?
It's 3 hours long, and
Oh.
man, it feel like it. I don't care about long movies whatsoever. I like long movies, but it's just like on
Smash
rewatches,
him from the side.
you care less about like the dialogue and like the little stuff that's happening,
Everywhere we go.
and
Yeah.
more about like a lot more of the action scenes and stuff. I feel like, or like the cool moments that happen. There was just a lot of like the first half hour was like all right on a rewatch, but then they do the 5 years later moment, and it's like you got drunk Thor, you got like nerdy Hulk, like with both of those almost ruined the movie for me anyway.
Not bad.
Too much cringe.
Yeah. But it's like the getting the band back together arc for like an hour. And it's just like, oh, and then they do the time travel shit. And it's like we've been all these places, and it's really cool in the first time you watch it, but on rewatches, it's like, this is a lot. Like, I just watched all these movies. I know what happens. I don't need to
Have this big ass recap.
Yeah. Again, it was cool the first time, though. I really enjoy Endgame for what it is. I didn't need it on a rewatch. The ending, though, was fucking badass. Like, I don't care. Like, the last half of the movie is great. It's just a couple of the parts took so long. So fucking long. I still like Infinity War, though. Infinity War is like top 3 movies of all time for me.
Let's keep up this rhythm for the next battle. I must grow stronger.
There's still plenty of
I
power
also
left in
remember.
these old
No, I watched them, but remember very little about them except for like the 1,000 Soldier March.
There's just so much in those movies, dude. Like, I didn't even realize Ant-Man wasn't even in Infinity War, like, at all, the first time I watched it.
Was he?
Or Captain Marvel. He was in the Quantum Realm for 5 years.
Oh yeah, because of his his suit or whatever.
Yeah, well, because, so Infinity War happened, right? And then Ant-Man happened, but technically in the timeline, Ant-Man happened before, or Ant-Man 2 happened before Infinity War, and the end credit scene happened
Let's do this.
right at the end of Infinity War. Like, they're both happening at the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And in the end credit scene, he goes into the Quantum Realm to do something, I don't remember what. And then the people that were supposed to pull him out, Hank and the Wasp, got wished away by the snap. So
Come on, let's
he
kick
couldn't
some ass.
get out for 5 years.
How dare
And
you!
finally, after 5 years, got himself out. In India. Granted, it wasn't 5 years, it was 5 hours
You
for him.
require assistance.
It was 5 hours.
Yeah.
Sounds like he got the better end of the deal.
Yeah.
Crush that blast!
Yeah, it was 5 hours for him and 5 years for everyone else. So, when Pete gets out, like his girl, his little girl's like all grown up and shit.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because that's like part of it that a lot of people got to go back to high school and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Steady there.
Do you require assistance?
I'm kind of worried about the future of the MCU though, because there's not a lot of movies that I care to like
Sweet!
watch that they're coming out with. They
Yeah.
announced Thor 4, which, so I love Thor when Thor is like badass King Asgard Thor.
Which is almost never.
Yeah, like in Ragnarok, I really liked Thor. It was really, really good, I think, and he was really good in Infinity War. But now he's Fat Thor, so I don't know if they're gonna continue with that in
There's
Thor:
still
Love and Thunder.
plenty of
the
power
Thor
left
War.
in these old cars. What a glorious day!
But they're gonna do that, which is supposed to be like Thor and the Guardians, and then they're also doing Guardians 3. And I love Guardians 1. Guardians 2 is okay. I don't know. I'm over the Guardians of the Galaxy, honestly. I don't really care to see more of them. I don't know why. I like Rocket and I like Nebula. I'm over Star-Lord though. I'm over Drax.
Dude, you gotta play the Guardians game.
I do. I'm excited for that. I'm just in the MCU. I'm kind of over them.
Yeah.
Like they came and went. I don't think they need a Guardians 3 and also Love and Thunder. I'm happy for Thor 4 though. I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. I feel like his arcs came and went too. They never gave a send-off to Hulk, so he might have a future movie, but we haven't gotten one announced.
Well, that's also really complicated with,
Mark Ruffalo?
No, because it's not owned by Marvel still.
Oh, really? What? Oh, is he owned by Universal, right?
Yeah.
Because I read that the other day, but I thought they meant just that movie. The first movie was owned by Universal for whatever reason.
No, Universal made that movie. I think. But yeah,
I did too, but
see, and that's the thing that bothered me the most. Is like he's the same Hulk from that movie, but it's a different actor, and they never bring up anything he did in that movie. You're just supposed to know it's supposed to be the same guy.
yeah, it's super weird.
It's like so irrelevant. Like, why bring him from a movie? Not even. Like, you know. I think it angers me because it makes no sense for them to do that and also recast an entire new Spider-Man and not have him associated with the other movies that came out right before.
Yeah, I agree with the Spider-Man thing for sure. That one, I think they recasted him because the guy was like an asshole, wasn't he?
Oh yeah. It's Edward Norton. I've heard from a lot of sources he's really hard to work with, which is upsetting because I love like every movie he's been in.
Yeah. And wasn't he like trying to get like a huge raise or something? Is what I heard. But they didn't want to give it to him.
I wouldn't doubt it at all. I really don't know though on that
That
part.
might have been the original War Machine guy though. I think he was trying to get a raise. The guy who played War Machine before he was War Machine in Iron Man 1.
Yeah, he definitely thought he was worth more money than he was. He wanted to get paid as much as Robert Downey Jr., I think, or something like that.
I heard the exact same thing, yeah. Like, no, buddy.
Which I think the only person who gets paid more than him is, like, fucking The Rock for movies.
Yeah, I heard, well, I just read this somewhere yesterday in the MCU that there's one other person in last year that got paid more than Robert Downey Jr. And it was in the MCU. I don't remember who, though. I know that they worked out, for Robert Downey Jr., though, they worked out a super specific deal where he gets, like, 8% of the